Well, hello there, motherfuckers. And I had to stop myself in the last video because I'm not going to combine two videos together when there's an opportunity to make another one. This video, John Cena is better than Roman Reigns. And I don't know why it took me so long to make this video, but after arguing with people in the YWC, I had to say it. I had to fucking get it out there in an official video. Not just a 2-minute little mention in the video. Not just a fucking 10 word comment. No. It has to be said. People said that wouldn't I rather Roman Reigns champion than John Cena. And the fact of the matter is no. I rather Big John as champion more than Roman Reigns. And here's the reasons why. John Cena has better matches than Roman Reigns. The only match that really stands out to me with Roman Reigns is the one he had at Mania against Brock Lesnar. That's because Lesnar carried his ass. John Cena, you could name a whole bunch of great matches that this guy has had throughout the years. WrestleMania against Shawn Michaels. TLC against Edge. CM Punk at Money in the Bank 2011. The list goes on and on for fucking John Cena. John Cena has had some fucking great matches throughout his career. And even if you don't like him and you don't care for his style and you don't care for his character like me, you still got to admit, the guy, in fact, does know how to wrestle. And he's actually pretty good at it. It really goes without saying. The guy knows how to fucking wrestle. Roman Reigns doesn't know how to fucking wrestle. And now John Cena's been around a lot longer, but he was having good matches with people way before Roman Reigns. 2003, he had a great match with The Undertaker, for example. His first match, when he debuted, he had a great match against Kurt Angle. He had a great match against Chris Jericho at his first pay-per-view. John Cena was having great matches since day one. Roman Reigns, well, he had good matches with The Shield, but that wasn't by himself. So those don't really count in my book. You know, you got to have, to prove yourself, you got to be on your own. Just like Jeff Hardy had to prove himself when he got outside the Hardy Boys, and he had to prove himself. Shawn Michaels had to have good matches outside the Rockers to you don't count Shawn Michaels' great matches as a tag team. You don't hear that shit. So that doesn't fly for Roman Reigns. He's got to have his own good matches. Better promos. John Cena cuts better promos. He does. I mean, it doesn't take a fucking genius to see this. People actually react to his promos. John Cena knows how to act during his promos. React, and act. These things are important. People have to react to your acting. You have to act well in your promos. John Cena knows how to fire up the crowd. You know, he does. It goes without fucking saying. Roman Reigns doesn't know how to do any of those things. John Cena didn't need to take acting lessons. John Cena, in fact, gets acting gigs. He was in a really fucking big movie, Trainwreck, and he had a pretty sizable part in it too. And he was funny. Where's Roman Reigns' fucking blockbuster comedy hits? I don't see him. John Cena was there. John Cena was in a big movie with Amy Schumer, one of the fastest rising comedy stars. I didn't see Roman Reigns doing any of that shit. And why is that? Because he can't act. Maybe if he cut good promos, maybe they treat him like Cena. He's got a better look. Roman Reigns, not that the guy doesn't have a good look, but John Cena, you look at him and you see a star. He has a better presence about him. Also, that's another reason I'll combine those two. He has a better presence about him. You see John Cena, and if you had a choice between Roman Reigns and John Cena to be your top guy, chances are you'd probably pick Cena. He looks more like somebody that could go far in life. He does. You know, I don't know what it is, but you just see a certain glow, a certain aura around Cena, where you just know that that guy's a star, and no matter what you say, that's that guy is gonna be something in life, and he has become something in life. He's become one of the biggest stars of all time. And of course, crowd reaction. Now, I've complained about this in the past. I'm not gonna, go back on certain things I've said. John Cena gets a negative reaction from the crowd. He gets cheers though, and he gets a negative reaction. Now, as much as I want John Cena to turn heel and how that would help out his career extensively, he's still got a lot of fans. Now, John Cena still technically gets more cheers than Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns was getting close to no cheers on Raw. I heard maybe like 100 people cheering for him, but I heard fucking thousands of fans booing his fucking ass. They fucking hate Roman Reigns. They see that he's undeserving, and that brings me to my next point: undeserving, unproven. John Cena, before he got his world title, the man had to go through a lot. He had to, first of all, they knocked the guy down to velocity. They teamed him with Bull Buchanan. They they did a whole bunch of fucking character switches to him, and then he finally wound up as world champion. But he had to earn it. He was there for a couple of years. They had him there for 3 years until they gave him the world title. Now Roman Reigns has technically been there for 3 years as well. The difference is he was in a tag team for at least 2 of those years. Yeah, at least maybe 1.5, you could say. John Cena was never in a tag team. And if he did tag team, it was only for like 1 or 2 nights, like when he was with Bull Buchanan, and he would tag team on Velocity with him, for example. But John Cena was on his own, and he had to prove himself. And he had to do all this fucking shit to get to the top. And nothing was really handed to him. He had to do it all on his own. There was none of this shit. John Cena is a first generation star. Nobody else in his family was a wrestler. Only John Cena was. Now Roman Reigns, he gets a lot of a lot of passes, a lot of free passes because he's the cousin of The Rock, because he's part of the big Samoan family. John Cena, he couldn't rely on any of that fucking shit. He couldn't say, "Oh, I'm related to The Rock, so I deserve this." No, there wasn't any of that fucking bullshit. He couldn't rely on any of those fucking cheap tactics to get to the top. John Cena had to claw and scratch for everything he got. So there you go, motherfuckers. Those are my reasons why John Cena is better. You'll probably disagree with them. Go ahead and lie to yourself and say that Roman Reigns is better because, you're so used to saying John is the worst. John is not the worst. He's not the worst wrestler on the roster. You guys defend a guy like Rusev, for example, a big fucking goof who's not even good. He has a terrible character, and you guys were saying that John Cena was, that Rusev was superior to Cena. I don't get you people's taste in wrestlers. A guy could do absolutely nothing, and you say he deserves the world. Why does Roman Reigns deserve anything? Like I said, for example, you got a guy like Cena who worked his way to the top, and maybe they went a little bit overboard with him, and they gave him a bit too many world titles. But the thing is, at least John Cena fucking is defendable. You could defend John Cena because he's done a lot of good shit. He's wrestled a lot of good matches, and he sells a lot of merchandise. I don't see anything about Roman Reigns selling any merchandise. Do you? I don't see anybody even in the YWC wearing a Roman Reigns t-shirt, for God's sakes. But I see people wearing John Cena shit. I don't see anybody wearing Roman Reigns t-shirts. So if you're so much behind the guy, go buy one of his fucking shirts off Shop Zone or some shit and defend the guy. You know, at least do that. All right, motherfuckers. John Cena is superior to Roman Reigns.